Where do we even start? Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Kevin Hart movie moments.
I'm being a pioneer. I'll be the first black guy to freeze to death. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, I'm pumped up about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
That means we're looking at the best moments from Kevin Hart's feature films, which also means that moments from his stand-up specials like Kevin Hart's Seriously Funny will not be included. All right, let's get to the list.
What's going on here? What kind of party is this? Huh? What kind of party is this? What's going on here?
Number 10, Air Marshal Dinkley, Hobbs and Shaw.
Air Marshal Dinkley at your service.
I'm sorry, did you say Dinkley?
What's the problem?
Few people could have predicted that Kevin Hart would show up in one of 2019's most testosterone-fueled flicks. This Fast and Furious spin-off featured two of Hollywood's premier tough guys, with Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham teaming up for an epic action-packed adventure. But first they needed to learn to work together.
Hey, you know what the problem is? I'll tell you the problem. This job requires stealth. And you, look at you.
During a flight to Moscow, the two find themselves on the verge of trading blows. But the tension is suddenly diffused by the unlikeliest of people, Kevin Hart.
So now, hey, cut it out. Both of y'all cut it out.
Oh, see? You woke up the air marshal.
You woke the air marshal. How did you know I was the air marshal?
Hart plays Air Marshal Dinkley, and watching him try to hold his own with two of cinema's manliest men is nothing short of hilarious. Tired of working in a can of farts, Dinkley attempts to join Hobbs and Shaw's squad, with predictable results.
You want a Citation 10, you want a G5, you want a Boeing 747, you want a helicopter. You want something stealth. I'm an air marshal. I'm your guy.
Number 9, kicking Aziz Ansari. This is the end.
It's too late for you. You're already in the hole.
Poor Aziz. All he wanted to do was attend a great celebrity party. But instead, he wound up plummeting to his death inside a giant hell chasm. However, unlike those who simply stumbled into Satan's highway, Ansari had the unfortunate distinction of being kicked in the face by Kevin Hart, and then dismembered by an electrical wire. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Despite Ansari's cries for help, Hart, playing a fictionalized version of himself, refuses to lend a hand and proceeds to pummel him with his boot. Of course, this being Hollywood, Hart then stumbles into the hole himself. It's an all-around great moment played to perfection by two of the past decade's best comedians. Number 8, that catheter scene, The Upside.
I mean, what are you really good at?
It's clearly not this. You know, can we just not talk? Especially when I feel like I'm in the worst porno ever.
In The Upside, an English-language remake of the 2011 French dramedy The Untouchables, Kevin Hart plays Del Scott, an ex-con who stumbles into a gig caring for Philip, a quadriplegic billionaire played by Bryan Cranston. The two make for an effective, if somewhat surprising comedic duo. In one memorable scene, Del attempts to change Philip's catheter, but the latter won't stop ribbing him for his distaste of the word penis.
I don't want to.
Penis?
Stop it.
The scene has it all. Del psyching himself up for the objectively unpleasant task, a surprising bodily function, and even a "that's what she said" from Philip. Can somebody please give Hart and Cranston their own TV show already?
Yvonne, we need a couple minutes more, if you don't mind.
Number 7, the basketball scene. Think Like a Man.
Why don't you and this stronger version of Prince go back down to that side of the court and do what y'all was doing?
Kevin Hart's characters have a habit of biting off more than they can chew, and that was never more apparent than in this hilarious scene from 2012's Think Like a Man. During a pickup basketball game, Cedric and his friends are stunned when none other than former NBA star Metta World Peace asks if he and his friends can have the court.
Excuse me, y'all done here? We want to play some full court.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
No, we not.
Failing to assess the situation properly, Cedric refuses, only to be taken aback when even more basketball stars appear behind Mr. World Peace.
I thought it was just two. No shit. I did not see the rest.
Let's see. Sorry.
It was too late. We're in it.
Watching Hart's bravado promptly turn to fear and embarrassment is priceless. But not nearly as priceless as watching him double down and attempt to steal the ball from Metta World Peace. Number 6, Waking Up Dead, Scary Movie 3. It's clear now that Kevin Hart's performance in Scary Movie 3 was a sign of great things to come. Hart plays CJ, a rapper constantly getting into absurd debates with his friend Mahalik. This entry would not be complete without a shout out to CJ and Mahalik's debate over whether a rat becomes a mouse when it goes indoors and vice versa.
No, man, rats are outside, mice are inside.
Yo, but what if a mouse goes outside? Does it become a rat? And if a rat is in the house, is it a mouse?
I ain't never seen no mouse outside.
However, it's their waking up dead argument that truly had us in stitches.
How the hell do you wake up dead?
Because you're alive when you go to sleep.
Wait, just tell me you can
So you
help
telling me that you can go to bed dead and wake up alive?
You can't go to bed dead, man. That shit would be redundant.
As with their previous debate, Mihalik's reasoning comes out on top, and CJ is left, as per usual, flabbergasted. These two need their own movie.
Damn! That's some quantum shit right there, man.
Number 5, Bad Boys shout out, Ride Along. There's no denying that Kevin Hart and Ice Cube have great on-screen chemistry.
He gonna shoot you again. You want another one? Cause he crazy. I can't handle this.
I'm crazy.
I can't handle this. It's out my hand.
You want to see crazy? I'll show you
It's out
crazy.
my hand.
However, you cannot make a buddy cop flick without paying homage to those who came before you. Kevin Hart lets the audience know exactly which film he's showing respect to in this scene, where he aggressively threatens a suspect, shoots him, and then walks off saying chitty chitty bang bang.
Hey, you want to get some hot slugs up in you, man? Slug fest, homie. Chitty chitty bang bang.
Any action movie buff worth their salt would have immediately recognized this line as being from Bad Boys 2, where Will Smith's character uses it to scare his niece's boyfriend.
And if I'm there, you know what it's gonna be? Chitty chitty bang bang.
Both scenes are freaking hilarious, and we think it's awesome that Hart showed love to one of cinema's most famous buddy cop films. Number 4, worst flight ever, Soul Plane. With Soul Plane, Kevin Hart was given what most actors dream of, the chance to star in a major motion picture. Sadly for Hart, as well as the rest of the cast and crew, the film was a critical and commercial failure.
Are you all right, sir?
Where the bathroom?
It's straight down.
Where?
Oh well, at least we have this memorable scene to keep us warm at night. The film starts off with Hart enduring one of the worst airplane experiences in the history of air travel. First, he gets sick from the in-flight meal, which leads him to experience a brutal bout of diarrhea in the washroom, only for the plane to then experience turbulence.
This is the captain speaking. We've hit some turbulence. We ask that you return to your seats. And for your safety, we've turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
You can figure out the rest from there. Watching Hart thrash around in mock agony is side-splittingly funny. Too bad the rest of the film wasn't.
I don't want to die like this.
Number 3, Radio Shopping, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Wow, we forgot how many classic comedies Kevin Hart appeared in before hitting the big time. In Judd Apatow's The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Hart cameos as a smart tech customer who becomes embroiled in a war of words with Jay, played by Romany Malco. Both actors are well-versed in the act of comedic escalation, and what starts off as one man attempting to purchase a radio soon descends into absolute chaos. Things really start to unravel when Hart's character fails to grasp the words Jay is throwing at him, interpreting them as disrespect.
Okay, well, check this out. First of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm gonna take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth and help me with the sale.
From there, all bets are off. Even after Steve Carell's Andy tries to de-escalate the situation.
How can we
Where you
help
at?
you, sir?
No, he don't need no help. He's already been served. I served him. He's taken care of. He's a little slow, but he got it.
Jeez, who'd have thought that smart tech would bear witness to threats of gang violence?
Both of y'all.
What did I do?
It don't matter.
Number 2, Mock Prison Yard, Get Hard. Get Hard had no shortage of memorable scenes, from the simulated prison riot to James King attempting to master the art of keistering.
What the hell? Where'd that come from?
I taught myself how to keister.
How to
Yeah.
keister up the keister?
Look, the electronic toothbrush part still works.
However, nothing beats the mock prison yard Darnell sets up for King in his tennis court. Kevin Hart's comedic chops are on full display in this sequence, as he attempts to prepare Will Ferrell's soon-to-be incarcerated hedge fund manager for the reality of a prison yard.
Okay, Darnell.
Who's Darnell?
You are.
My name is Leroy. Yeah, I suggest you walk, white boy.
All right.
Walk!
I'm walking.
Turn around and walk!
I'm walking.
In the scene, Hart seamlessly transitions between multiple prison personas, acting tough as Leroy and Carlos before doing a complete 180 and pretending to be an inmate who has the hots for James.
Leave him alone. I'll keep him. You belong with me.
Who are you?
I'm Dante.
This is the kind of scene that demands repeat viewings. I mean, you can pretty much take any Kevin Hart scene and put it on a list of his funniest moments. But, of course, his funniest role is in a certain family-friendly franchise. And I'm not saying our number 1 is from that franchise, but I'm not saying that. Anyway, let's look through some honorable mentions, and then we'll see our funniest Kevin Hart movie moment.
Oh, no. You got allergies, Spencer? Huh?
have the top 2 feet of my body.
What's the square root of 81? You bent my arm. Come on, we clearing those neural pathways. Stop. Hey, what you doing? Monkey.
You cried during sex with me.
I challenge any man in this room not to cry when they have sex with you, Joan. Okay. All right, you're not. Time out. I'm pressing the timeout button, okay? You guys barged in my house. I pay my taxes. So you're not gonna come here and treat me like I'm the enemy, okay?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Confectionery weakness. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. After being transported to the world of Jumanji and forced to come to terms with the fact that he's missing the top 2 feet of his body, Kevin Hart's Anthony Fridge Johnson is thrown yet another curveball. The characters soon learn that each of their avatars have strengths and weaknesses. For example, Dr. Xander Smolder Bravestone's strengths include speed, fearlessness, and smoldering intensity. Sadly for Fridge, his avatar ain't quite as impressive.
Quick question. How is strength my weakness? Somebody explain that to me. And why would I need speed?
His strengths include zoology and weapons valet, while his weaknesses include speed, strength, and cake. Yes, Mouse Finbar has a weakness for confectionery treats.
I hate this game.
Weakness? Cake.
Yes, cake is my weakness.
Kevin Hart totally sells this scene, and it's easily one of the movie's best.
I don't like that. I'm done.
So are you like me and you always forget that Kevin Hart is in The 40-Year-Old Virgin, but then you're reminded and you're like, oh yeah, he's super funny in that. Well, there you go. So what is your favorite Kevin Hart movie moment? Come tell me in the comments, or come talk to me on my YouTube channel, or on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton. Also, please watch this other video.